One of the things that Napoleon did was he invented something called the idiot general. Here's how it worked. So Napoleon and his generals were in their tents outside the city that they were going to besiege. Let's pretend it's that city over there. Have a quick scan over there. So that's where they're going to besiege, and they're putting the plan together in order to do that. So what Napoleon did, because he pretty quickly figured out that every suggestion that he made, everybody agreed with. Why? Well, not just because he was Napoleon, but because he was in charge, right? He was the leader of the group. And so whatever he suggested, everybody agreed with. Whatever he disliked and disagreed with, everybody disagreed with. And he figured that out pretty quickly. What he started to do was he took one of his generals, one of his trusted generals, and sent them out of the tent. They then pored over the maps and made their plan, how we're going to besiege this, how we're going to capture this city. After they'd made all of their plans, they invited the idiot general back into the tent and they explained the plan to him. Not Napoleon, somebody else explained the plan to him and said, hey, here's the plan. What do you think? Pick holes in the plan. And then the idiot general, the new general, listening to the plan, had no idea which ideas were Napoleon's, which were the pieces that Napoleon included and which were the pieces that somebody else included. Because he didn't know any piece of it, that's why he was called the idiot general, and then he could obviously take apart the plan with no ego, no bruised egos to anybody. So what's that got to do with the weather and the price of fish and the meetings that maybe you have today? Well, I'm not saying that you send anybody out of the room, right, and have your meeting and then come in and tell them what you discussed. But I'm wondering who talks the most in your meetings? Who speaks first? Who speaks last? Jeff Bezos speaks last in all of his meetings. He waits till everybody else has had their say and then he gives his view. If he gives his view first, everyone's going to agree with Jeff. Why? Because he's Jeff Bezos, because he's the leader and he's the most powerful, well, certainly one of the wealthiest, most successful leaders on the planet. So when you think about your meetings you have today, or meetings you've had in the past, and when you leave the meeting, think back and whose voice did you hear most? If it was yours, then it was certainly your meeting, right? And well, I don't know, that's the right way to do things. So get everybody's opinion first. You speak last, you speak least. One of our favorite Simon Sinek's wrote a book called Leaders Eat Last. I think leaders speak last, right? We think we're the leaders, so we've got to say the most. I don't know. I think we should need to say the least. We need to listen the most and say the least. So go out and be Napoleon today. Score your meetings, that's on the other video. And have a good day. Listen more, speak less. See you later.